Hey GenderBlenders, it's Heather. It's Tuesday. This week's topic is to tell or not to tell. That is the question. I think that this is a very personal, very private decision that each individual couple has to make. I honestly, I didn't have a choice. I had to tell my family and my friends. We had to come out to them because Josh and I have been together for 7 years as a lesbian couple. So something was going to raise a red flag somewhere along the lines, and somebody was going to notice some changes going on. So I personally didn't have a choice, but like I said, we had been in such a long-standing relationship that people were going to know. So I think in your situation, my honest opinion is you really need to talk to your trans partner, and it really truly needs to be a mutual decision. There are lots of trans people out there who don't want to disclose that information about themselves. They just want to present, as their gender, and they want to be known as that. They don't want to be known as transgendered, because once you tell someone you're transgendered, that's how they're going to know you. And that's how they're going to look at you. So I think that, a good portion of the trans community can speak to their own personal opinions, but as far as, if you do decide that you want to come out to your family, I had to do it. It's not easy. God knows, it took some strength, but the bottom line is I have an amazing family. So there was never a part of me that thought, oh my God, this is going to be detrimental to my relationship with my family, or, this is going to cause some serious problems that are going to be irreversible. I knew that my family was going to be supportive going into it. I had those irrational fears that I've talked about so often, the fear of the unknown, the fear of, oh my God, what if they reject me, or what if they reject my children, or what if they reject Josh? But the bottom line is they love me, and they love him, and they love our kids, and they want to be a part of our lives. So it did take some time and some preparation, but I'm so glad that I did, and I'm so glad they share in that. And, to me, it was a necessity. But I think with, you and your partner, you really need to have the discussion of, where do we go from here? If we stay together long term and mom and dad start asking about kids and, there aren't any, are we going to make up a story about infertility? Are we going to, just say, she's chosen not to carry children, she wants to adopt children instead, or, if children aren't in the picture, here in the state of Ohio, even after Josh transitions, we're still not going to be able to be legally married. And that's because in the state of Ohio, you can't change your gender marker on your birth certificate. So that's really tough. So there are a lot of tough questions that may come down the road at some point that you're going to have to answer to. So I think that keeping that in mind is really important too. Having your story straight, so to speak.
The Black Mamba.
The Black Mamba. Oh, sorry. We're watching a show about snakes right now. Some really disgusting snakes in Africa. But yeah, I think, like I said, you really just need to have a serious conversation with your trans partner and say, how do we want to proceed? And, what is the likelihood of the longevity of our relationship? And, is it necessary to have that discussion now? Especially, I know this specific question was from a person that was in a relatively new relationship. Is it necessary right now? Or is it something that could wait? Or, I think it's all about timing, and it's all about communication, and it's all about getting a good feel for your family, and it's about a lot of things. And if you have specific questions, feel free to send me an email. I can tell you about my experience coming out to my friends and family as being the partner of a trans person, because it is a coming out experience for us too, and it is a transition for us as well. So I hope everybody is having an awesome week so far. I know this is sort of a short video, but my thoughts and my opinions on the subject are pretty finite. it's just going to have to be a decision that you're going to have to make on your own. And, the decision that I made may not be the right decision for you. It's sort of you're just going to have to feel it out. Some people choose to write letters. Some people choose to come out in person. Some people choose, over the phone, over the web. There's so many different options for you. So be strong. Know that no matter what happens with your family, that you have a family here on YouTube that loves you and supports you 110%. And be well. And I'll see everybody next week. Bye.